요리와 간단한 요리법을 알려주신 칭하이 무상사께 진심을 담아 깊이 감사드립니다. 오늘 수프림 마스터 텔레비전에서는 칭하이 무상사의 3가지 요리, 레몬 소스를 곁들인 발효두부와 삶은 양배추, 토마토 수프, 깨를 곁들인 콩단백 요리를 소개해드리겠습니다.
We're going to cook some vegan protein with sesame. And first I prepare some. This is bean curd, fermented bean curd. This is homemade, but you can buy it outside. This is made with soya bean, fermented soya bean sauce. You see the bean curd is a square like this. There's some red and some white. You can buy either of them. Wow, very appetizing indeed. I'm going to fish some of the bean curd out for later use. There you are. It should be enough. Yeah. Okay, this is homemade with tofu and red bean. But it doesn't have to be that way. They have ready-made soya bean curd in a small jar. You can buy it in any Chinese shop or even a big supermarket. And I'll get it ready. The lemon you should cut alongside of the core. Not like this. It's easier like this to squeeze the juice out. Yeah. And we're going to make that juice with some little bit of lemon. That is for the more vegetable later. So this also you put a little sugar, like half a teaspoon in it. Yeah. About 3-4 cubes of bean curd, either red or white, and then you mix it with lemon. You can mash it or you can leave it in cubes and put a little sugar in it for taste. Okay, that's good already. Okay, if you want it a little more sour, maybe you put a little more lemon. Yeah? Okay. I put a little more lemon because this kind of bean curd is a little sweet. Yeah. Voila. That's it. Ready? This sauce is a little bit too sweet, so I add a little bit of soy sauce in it. Or maybe, yeah, I'll mix it. Well, leave it there. Boiling. Later I'm going to boil this cabbage and I'm going to eat the cabbage, boiled cabbage with that. That's it, very simple. Now, I have to soak this. This is a hard vegetarian soy product. You can buy it anywhere. You soak it in hot water. So that is easier to cook. I soak the whole packet because we have big family. It's kind of soya protein that make it to resemble like sweet shred or something like I don't know what they call it. It's just soya product. It's completely vegan. Forgive me, I always say vegetarian, but it's actually all vegans in my house, yeah? And to soak this in hot water. Hot water to make it softer and quicker. Yeah, a little bit. Just for a few minutes. Yeah. You can soak also in cold water, but then it takes longer to soften. Okay, soak it in here. It's already swollen up and softened a little already, very quick because of hot water. Yeah, we leave it there to soak a little bit. Make it soft. And this is raw sesame, just raw. We're going to use some of it. Maybe half of this package. It's 454 grams, so we use half of it. It's about 220 grams is fine, or 200 grams. This one doesn't say how many. That's a small pack, maybe. This one maybe 200 grams of this. Yeah. And like half of the weight of the soya protein and half the weight of the sesame, raw sesame. That should be fine already. Didn't see salt, huh? Or refined salt, whatever you want to use. Soak it. Soak the vegetable in there for 3 to 5 minutes. It depends on what kind of vegetable. This kind is very clean, so we can soak like 3 minutes. It's fine. Just in case any of the residues of chemical or something that is not favorable for our stomach. Just soak it in water. It will neutralize it. The radicals, the bad elements. I take a little bit of the hard part out, and the horse will love it. Yeah, not really that hard, but we teach to give him a good food, a little good food. It's really tender already. But we always save some for him. Any vegetable we make, we save some for him. If it's edible for the horse, we save it. Okay. Now we can drain the water out from the soy protein. It's so nice. Yeah, good. It's already drained. All the water is gone. Put it back in and be ready for cooking in a while. Sesame, cut it. The carbonate in there. Half or 1/3 depends on how much you want. Approximately, yeah. Don't have to be exact. It's good enough. And the rest we can save it. Okay. This is just for preparation, really. You don't need to have it. This is just prepare for the food that we're going to cook later. So, there you are. All you do is just cut the cabbage into bite size. Yeah. How big depends on how big the bite you want. It's a very solid cabbage. I have to cut it. Okay, that's it. I'm going to boil it. Okay, that's water for boiling the cabbage. And it's just boiled cabbage and the sauce that I have prepared. You see, I use the same wok to boil the cabbage, and later I use the same to cook the soya protein. So we don't have to wash a lot of pot. Eh? Mm-hmm. Can't believe it. Because of the heat from the few sticks of wood, I like fire cooking. Especially when we have chimney and we live in the forest, there's no pollution for anybody. It doesn't feel sick anyway, yeah? It's never a pollution. There. Yeah, okay. Now, after it boils again, that should be cooked. You don't want to overcook the cabbage. Now you put it in there and wait for the water to reboil, and then you take it out. Okay, it's already boiled, so we're going to take it out and put it on the plate. There, I put it on there. And use the help of this to drain the water. And then we put it on the plate. See the one we just used to house the cabbage? Now we can use it to put the boiled cabbage on it, so you don't have to wash a lot of dishes. I'm not very fond of washing dishes. Are you? No, huh? So I save it. When I cook, I try to use as minimum equipment as possible, only what necessary, and use the same dish for the cooked vegetable after, so we don't have to wash a lot. Not only wasting time, wasting also resource. Every little drop of water costs a lot of energy and manpower to make. So I'm very, very appreciative and try to save as much as I can for the world, environment, you know? Yeah. Not just about time and money, but for the environment. Now it's already boiled and good. We keep it aside. We use it to just cover it for a while and leave it on the table until further notice. By the way, because we already had the broth that we boil the vegetable in, so I'm thinking to make a tomato soup out of it. You take 2 tomatoes, you cut a little bit in the middle like this, so that the skin come out nicely. That's all. It's not necessary, but it's okay to do that. And a little coriander, and 1 cube of broth, and some soy sauce, and a little salt if you want. You don't have to decide. The soy sauce and broth or Maggi is good. Yeah, either this or this. Okay, now I put back the water. So we're going to make a soup out of it. Okay, you see we have the water there. We have just boiled the cabbage. So we just put 2 tomatoes in there and cover it. Let it boil again. We just chop the coriander and make it ready. Actually, if you just put some salt in the boiling water, when the cabbage is boiling, then you can also just eat like that even. If you don't have soy sauce, salt we do. If you don't have this, also fine. But of course it tastes better with the vegan broth cube, eh? It tastes better. Okay. And wait for water to boil again. And put a little bit of soy sauce in meanwhile. Or Maggi soy sauce. I put soy sauce. There. Of course, if you don't put salt, then you have to put a lot more soy sauce. You can also put a little mushroom seasoning if you want it even more deep, the taste nicer. You know, like 1 teaspoon mushroom seasoning. Because mushroom seasoning has no glutamate. That's why I say mushroom seasoning. Any seasoning, fine. You know, whatever taste you like. Just, I prefer without glutamate. Glutamate, yeah? Okay, it's boiled up already. So that's it. We can take it off already. You can let it boil like a few minutes, yeah?
Yes.
To 5 minutes. And then you put it out of the fire. You put it in a bowl, right?
Yes.
And then you put the coriander on top of it. Yeah. And there you have a very delicious soup. Very simple soup. Now the wok is already dry and empty. We put like 3 tablespoons of oil in it. 3 or 4. It depends on how you like it. And let it heat up first. The oil is already heated up, so you put this in. And stir it. That's it. Stir it so that the oil comes evenly everywhere, and it becomes a little crispy there. Normally you don't have to cook this much. You cook maybe half of it for people. But we have a lot of people, so I might as well cook a lot. Okay, the oil all distributed evenly. We'll leave it there for a while, and you have to stir it now and again, so it won't burn. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But again and again. Until it's golden brown. Now, check it out. It's brown a little bit already. It's like halfway brown. Halfway golden brown. Just spread out a little bit. So it's not too wet, and it's more thick. Now you can add in the sesame, the raw sesame, as much as you want. I think that's enough for now. We'll check it out. If not, we can add it more. Yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
You keep stirring it, okay? Now and again. I mean, as much as you think appropriately, so that the sesame don't burn. I think we have enough sesame here, so I will not add any more. I'll save this for next time. Okay, now it's already golden brown, so we stir in some stir-fry sauce. Put as much as you like the according to your taste. See? Just make a ring out of it, and that should be okay. And then you stir it up. And if it's not good enough, you can always add more. Now it's stir it. Be careful with the fire because it's very hot, huh? Very hot. If it's too hot for you to stir, then you put the pan a little bit out, a little bit more out toward you. Like this, the fire go in that direction and not under your hand. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
Just a little thing, but it helps, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Because the stir-fry sauce is very sweet, so maybe you would like to add a few drops of my vinegar. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
To balance it. You don't have to. If you like it the way it was, it's good enough already. And stir it, so that it don't just burn one side. That. And let's keep less fire
Yes,
at this
Master.
time, otherwise it will burn. Like that, very low heat. Okay, we're taking it out now. It's cooked already. Nice, huh?
Yes,
It just
Master.
burn a little bit brown. It's so nice. Okay, like this, we're going to just eat it with rice. White rice is better than brown rice, but you can eat it also with brown rice. This kind of food is better served with white rice, just for the taste. Just for the taste. Brown rice is always more nutritious, but white rice tastes better with this kind of food.